Spending hours on writing a script or editing the video is just a waste of time if your thumbnail fails. And most creators don't realize the tiny mistake that's killing their clicks. The success of a thumbnail is 90% psychology and just 10% design. If you don't know how to make a click-worthy thumbnail, this is the only video you need to watch. From the psychology of thumbnails, different formats, finding ideas, and the 4 core concepts of thumbnails, we will discuss everything. But what actually is a good thumbnail? A good thumbnail grabs attention, sparks curiosity, promises value, and makes viewers ask at least 3 questions, and it gets clicked. Otherwise, it's not good. Let's understand this with this example. How to build wealth in your spare time, step-by-step blueprint. It has a clear image, text, and a background. But does this compel you to click? I don't think so. Did it raise 3 questions in your mind? No. The title clearly says, How to Build Wealth, so the thumbnail text is repetitive. It does not create any curiosity, no story, transformation, or clear benefit. Now, have a look at this thumbnail by Iman Gadzi. How teenagers can make $1 million, 7 money tips. This thumbnail plus title instantly raises questions like, how can I make $20,000 a month? What are these 7 tricks? Can I start with just $30? This creates a knowledge gap and curiosity to click and watch the video. But how can you do it for your thumbnails? You don't need to reinvent the wheel. I have researched over 50 successful YouTube channels and found the 5 formats of thumbnails that actually work. Use one or mix them. 1. Transformation. Show a transformation from the current state to the ideal state that a viewer wants, or something shocking. This thumbnail has nothing fancy, but it tells a story. The viewers want to know how to go from this to this, and this resulted in over 5 million views. 2. Big numbers. Big numbers always attract viewers. It makes them curious and invites them to a story. How did he get 20 million views in 365 days? How did he make $66 million in one day? 3. Simple. Another way to stand out from the crowd is to be incredibly simple. A simple picture of you smiling, hidden eyes of a person with a pink background, or a screenshot with your picture. 4. Questions. Ask a question that makes them curious, and people click to know the answer. How to think rich? When will I get paid? And how much did YouTube pay her? 5. Shocking moments. These thumbnails have no text, just an image that tells a story or something shocking. This thumbnail is a perfect example where a lion is attacking Mr. Beast, and the title creates curiosity about how he survived. It raised questions like, how did he survive a lion? What were the other 4 deadliest places? What happened to the lion? I never followed my passion, and neither should you. This thumbnail from Iman Gadzi goes against the odds, and the viewer thinks, why? There are many other formats. You can use any or mix a few, but every successful thumbnail makes the viewers curious. Now that you understand the psychology behind a click-worthy thumbnail, it's time to find thumbnail ideas. Designers say to start with a pen and paper, but there is even a better way. You need inspiration, and that comes when you see successful thumbnails. Don't just copy one thumbnail that's working. Find multiple ideas. They don't have to be on the exact topic or even your niche. If you are educating on something, a successful thumbnail in any type of education can give you good ideas. Now, download or screenshot all the thumbnail ideas you like. See what's the best one, what you can improve to create your thumbnail. Now, many creators struggle to convert their ideas into an actual design because they lack design skills. So, what is a good design? I studied over 1,000 successful thumbnails and found 5 things common. 1. It grabs attention. Use high contrast colors and a single focal element. 2. Clarity. People don't have time to deeply analyze your thumbnail. Make it simple to understand what the video is about. 3. Emotional connection. Trigger an immediate emotional response. Curiosity, excitement, fear, or surprise. People click based on feelings, not logic. Fourth, promise delivery. It must accurately represent what's inside the video to compel the click without lying. And these are only possible if you master these core concepts of thumbnail designing. 1. Colors. Your thumbnail should stand out, and colors can play a big role in this. And most creators pick colors that make their thumbnails invisible. Here's a simple rule. High contrast always wins. Dark background with bright subject or bright background with dark subject. Have a look at this thumbnail. A dark background with a green graph and a white shirt. But if he had a black shirt, it wouldn't grab attention. Color psychology made simple. Red/orange equals urgency and excitement. Blue equals trust and authority. Green equals growth and money. Yellow equals attention. Use sparingly. Use complementary colors. Red with green, blue with orange. They create a natural contrast that makes your thumbnail pop off the screen. 2. Text. The biggest mistake new creators make is thumbnail text. They just repeat the title, which does not create a story. Text should never be repetitive. Only use it to create a story, trigger emotions, or present a clear benefit. Just 2 to 4 words to create a story, show a big idea or benefit, or add something shocking. It must target emotions. Make something easy, safe, urgent, fear of missing out, or curiosity. Compare these two thumbnails. This thumbnail simply repeats the title. No story, no emotions, and no benefit. On the other hand, this thumbnail shows a clear transformation, a clear benefit, and it's only 3 words. It got 4 times higher views. Wait, here is more about the text. It creates a story, but if it's hard to read, your audience will ignore your video. Sans serif and bold fonts are easy to read and work best for maximum niches. Poppins, Montserrat, Roboto, and Helvetica are some of the best. But if you are into something classy or aesthetic, you can use serif fonts as well. Never use a font that is too fancy or hard to read. 3. Focus. A thumbnail is good if you have nothing left to remove. It has only a few elements that are required to tell a story. But the main focus is on one element, like a face, text, or a graphic. A common mistake new creators make is that they add many elements in their thumbnails, which makes it complex to understand. More elements on screen means the viewer will lose focus on the main character. Only have the elements that are necessary and remove everything else. But it's not enough. You have to make sure that your main character is in focus. In this thumbnail, the focus is on the girl in a red shirt, and the text just adds more to the story. Have a look at this thumbnail. There are 2 elements to focus on, a picture of Iman and $20,000 per month. But the main character is the picture of Iman Gadzi. In this thumbnail, there are 3 elements, Mr. Beast, a car, and a cheetah. The main character is the image of a car and a cheetah. 4. Optimization. This one mistake can literally mess up the whole thing. Does not matter how strong your idea is. Make sure elements in your thumbnail have some breathing space. If your thumbnail doesn't have breathing space, it will be hard to focus and you will lose clicks. Your thumbnail looks different sizes on different devices and when they see your video. The browse feature, search results, and channel page sizes are different everywhere. Make sure every element is clearly visible on any size. You can preview your thumbnail on thumbnailpreview.com. Let's simply summarize this. A good thumbnail that gets clicks is the one that raises 3+ questions in the viewer's mind, doesn't repeat the title, triggers emotions, high contrast colors, 2 to 4 words only, uses bold, readable fonts, creates a story or promises a benefit, one main focal point only, remove unnecessary elements. All elements have breathing space, optimized for all sizes. Apply this and you will see your views growing. But if you can write click-worthy titles, you will get even more views. In the next video, I will design a new thumbnail following everything we have learned in this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications bell.